First, a quick update, and then I want to go into something a little more serious. Just a really quick update on something that we're doing on realcontender.com. We decided that we weren't talking about movies enough. We were doing our productions, and I'm doing this CJ Way stuff that I talk about Los Angeles and the journey into trying to make it into the film industry. But we weren't talking about movies and our opinions on movies and how we think movies could be better and how we think storytelling within these movies or television or books or comics can impact culture and people. And so we decided to start a blog series. We want you to join us in that conversation. It's going to be strictly about storytelling, and then the CJ Way right here is going to be about Los Angeles and the journey of trying to make it into the film industry. So that's the quick update. Now I want to go into something a little more serious than I usually do on the CJ Way. But I live in Los Angeles. This is the journey of how I'm trying to make it. And there's obviously a big story. In case you don't know, I don't know how you could not, but there are several allegations of sexual assault for all sorts of people in Hollywood. All men, mostly white, and some pretty influential people. It's all absolutely terrible. This shouldn't happen. It's disgusting that it has. It's terrible that it's run so rampant in Hollywood, and I'm sure there are things that we don't know about that have happened, and it's absolutely terrible. My opinion and what I think the consequences should be is honestly irrelevant in the fact that what's going to happen is going to happen. What I want to talk about specifically is kind of my thought process as I try and start at the bottom of this ladder and try to work my way up the ladder to then have some influence of change. Well, right now that ladder is completely on fire. And so the question came up, do I even want to get on that ladder? As a white male trying to make it in this business that obviously has some kind of culture underneath where things are okay that shouldn't be okay, it kind of rocked me a little bit, where I'm wondering, is that an environment, is that a situation that I want to put myself in and maybe put my wife in? And it raised some questions. To be honest, this is one of the first times that I have ever questioned, legitimately questioned, whether this is something that I want to do or not. And obviously coming to LA, and it's expensive and it's difficult and it's hard to get a job and it's busy and it's loud and it's scary. Obviously I have questioned if it's worth it, and I have questioned if I'm able or capable of doing it. But this is the first time that I've actually questioned if I want to do it. And I was talking to a friend about it. She then said, it's terrible to me that there are CJs out in the world that have a passion to make a positive change, and because what these other men have done, it is stopping the CJs from trying to and attempting to have that positive influence. And when she said that, it just kind of sparked this little fire in my head that just went crazy. For several days now, that has kind of been on repeat in my mind, where I realized, because of what she said, that if I'm not going to try and change it, is that saying in a passive way that I'm okay with it? The reason that I came to Hollywood, the reason that I want to make a change is because I see that there's massive changes that need to be made. If those actions are keeping away, are pushing away the people that want to help change it, then it will never be changed. So I can't let it push me away, because if I do, it wins. If I let the actions of those men keep me from wanting to make the positive influence that I do, then the actions of those men are more powerful than the positivity. And that's just not okay. We can't let that happen. Because if we do, then they win. Then negative things continue to happen. And the negativity outweighs the positivity, and I'm not okay with that. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I refuse to let other people's actions dictate my own. I have no idea if I'm going to have the influence that I desire to have. And that's up to God, in my opinion. But I will do everything that I can to influence as many people as I can in the most positive way that I can. I want to just be good. Every part of me, in private, in public, I just want to be good.